All right, everyone, we're going to go ahead and get started. It is 3 o'clock, and I just wanted to welcome everyone to our meeting this month. It is all about new team member focus and helping them promote to certified consultant. We're going to kind of talk about the why you want to promote to it, how you're going to promote to it, what things as a sponsor you should do to help your new team members promoting to certified consultant. And I'll answer any questions as well too. I'll show you some things that I have set up on our Facebook group pages for new team members so that they can have a resource to easily find some of the things that are geared towards new consultants. I'm still working at setting it up outside of Facebook, but all the information that I have you can also easily find on your workstation in the training center, and just type on it. You would click on the training center and then training events, I think, and then click on new consultants or training topics, and then click on new consultant, and then there's all the information in there as well too. Don't forget, I also post things on our the YouTube channel that I have set up, so that would be another resource for all team members and new consultants as well too. So let's dive in here and kind of get going. I'm going to share my screen real fast. So this is our group page on Facebook. We have 3 pages altogether that I have set up. There's our group page, which is everybody in our entire group is allowed to be a part of it. I have just my team page where it's just people who are directly underneath of me. And then there is our Australia group page. And right now, the information that I'm going to show you guys, I have only set up on our full group page and then the Australia group page. So what I want you guys to kind of take a look at and walk through are these guides. I've set these up for everybody, and these guides are a great resource so that you can quickly refer to them, tell your new team members to go to it so that they can have all the information easily accessible. They don't have to hunt for it or anything like that. So you just click on guides in the group page, and then for instance, the new consultant one has lots of information in it, but some of the other guides that I've created is the new consultant, post coaching and booking parties, samples, and growing a team, which I haven't finished that one quite yet. It's kind of still under construction there. But today what we're going to kind of focus on is this new consultant kickstart. So if you click on it, some of the topics that you'll be able to see in there are the percentage of consultants who earn the awards that are associated with being a consultant. There's some training video links, the breakdown of the awards, how to and why promote from essential to a certified consultant, the new consultant checklist, the guide to reach your rewards, and then other things just to walk through the workstation and stuff like that too. So something that I want to show you guys that's really kind of important real fast is the percent of consultants who earn Shooting Star and Sensational Start. So we're going to kind of focus on that first. So Shooting Star is that award that you can earn in your first 15 days. When you sell 500 PRV in your first 15 days, you'll earn the Shooting Star Award, and you'll get recognition from the home office. I do believe you get like a certificate and things like that, but you also have the opportunity then to purchase an enhancement kit, and that if you choose to, you're welcome to. You do earn PRV off of purchasing that kit, but it comes with additional items that are going to help you to share the products with customers and things like that. So it's kind of, I like to call it, it's an enhancement kit basically. But only 24 to 29% of everybody who's ever become a consultant, all consultants, that's the percent. So a quarter of consultants earn that award. So it's something to definitely strive for. And then that Sensational Start one is in your first 70 days, there's 3 different levels that you can hit. And this is the breakdown on each of them. About 17% earn level 1, 5% earn level 2, and less than 1% earn level 3. And I'm going to kind of get you guys a breakdown here of what those awards look like so you kind of have an idea. So in order to earn Sensational Start level 1, you need to do 1,500 PRV or 500 and sponsor one new person who sells 200 PRV. Level 2 would be to sell 3,000 PRV or 1,500 PRV and sponsor one new person who sells 200. Level 3 is sell 6,000 PRV or sell 3,000 and sponsor two people who also sell 200 PRV. So it kind of grows, and I'm going to go into a little bit more detail on why you want to hit one of these 3 levels here in just a minute. But both of these awards really build the foundation for your business, and it gives you that strong foundation and the basics of what it is that you're going to be doing kind of more on a continuous daily basis. What I like about both of these awards is, and something that I do and I challenge myself, is every time a new catalog comes out, I challenge myself to hit that shooting star and then to go for one of those levels for sensational start. And even though I've been a consultant for many years, I don't continuously re-earn that award, but it's just something to help me to jumpstart that new catalog that comes out. So I always encourage people who might be a little bit stuck in a rut with their business, go for that shooting star, go for that sensational start again, challenge yourself. If you're brand new, definitely go for these types of things. It's just a great way to really kind of help you stay on track and kind of get yourself out of that comfort zone. And then the other thing is, if you're just wanting to build a habit, utilize this, every 70 days, or make it a 90-day challenge. Every 90 days, challenge yourself to start this challenge all over again and see what level you hit and what you can do. So let's talk about the compensation plan real fast. I don't know if I have it over here. I don't think I do. So let's just talk here about earning when you first become a consultant. And this little thing, we'll talk about it here for you as well. Your title is Essential Consultant. And as an Essential Consultant, you earn 20% commission on everything that you sell. And that's basically all there is to being an Essential Consultant. You earn 20% commission. Once you sell 1,000 PRV lifetime, so total, you'll then promote up to Certified Consultant. And once you reach certified, you'll earn 25% commission on all of your sales from that point moving forward. So that's why I always kind of challenge people to try and get that as quickly as possible, promoted to certified consultant, because you're going to earn a 5% bonus and in pay. So you're going to want to get that pay raise and always be able to have that extra 5% with you. The other things because you're making 25% instead of 20%. So the other thing that's kind of cool too, some other things from the compensation plan, when you sell 2,000 in a month, you earn an additional 5% bonus for that month. So you'd be earning 25% plus another 5%. People like to say it's 30% commission then on your sales. It kind of breaks down a little bit differently, but that's roughly the gist of it. And then if you do decide to start growing a team and have team members and things like that, that's when you then have additional bonus opportunities that you can get. There's certain requirements that you have to be able to, that you have to hit, but I'm not going to go into those today. I just want to focus on these 2 levels, the essential and the certified, and why it's so important. So reaching that certified, by doing those 2 awards, that's going to help you to reach that promotion and get that extra pay in your paycheck and everything like that as well too. So another thing that I want to talk about is the what to do if you sponsor or get a recruit. So things that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to guide them, teach them, support them, help them, check in with them, and remind them, about things that might be happening in the Scentsy world, specials that are coming up, LTOs, goals that they may have set with you, things like that. So the minute that you recruit somebody, you are considered a leader, and with that new team member. So you're responsible to help them from day one that they join and sign up underneath of you. I am considered additional support for you and for them. So that's something that I wanted to kind of talk about with you guys, is making sure that when you are sponsoring, you kind of immediately change into a leadership mindset. You may not be at a lead consultant quite yet, but you still have to have that leadership mindset because you're growing that team. It'd be like all of a sudden, I like to kind of talk about our team as like a family. So I'm like the matriarch in the family, and then there's all these different people down below, right? Well, as soon as you get a team, you're a matriarch for your team. And so you want to make sure that you're guiding them and helping them, feeding them, teaching them, showing them the ways so that they can be successful. Other comparisons, it would be like, let's say you planted seeds in your garden, right? And the seeds start to grow. Well, if you aren't going to continue to water those seeds, then you're not going to have a harvest at the end of the season. You're not going to have any fruits of your labor, so to say. So the plants are going to die off, right? So new team members are very similar. You've planted the seed about the opportunity. When they join, that seed starts to grow. And in order for it to continue to grow, you as their leader need to water them with information, trainings, motivation, just checking in with them, seeing what help they might need, things like that. And one thing that I like to utilize to be able to do that is the AMI app, the AMI app on my phone, because it reminds me, hey, you haven't checked in with this person, make sure you check in with them. So I kind of try and get in the habit of checking with that and doing that on a monthly basis so that they know what's going on that month. I can reach out to them, maybe see if something has changed with their family, if they need any support in some way, let it be just somebody to listen to, or offer suggestions or coach them, set up a personalized plan with them so that they can kind of go through what it is that they need to have their business be a success. So when I say that I'm additional support for you and your team, those are the things that I also like to do. I like to do the trainings and things like that. You're welcome to do trainings with your team members as well too, but I'm always here. That is part of my job as a director and above to do, is to offer trainings. Other things that I like to also do is the coaching calls, the one-on-one calls. I'd like to touch base with anybody who would like to have set up a personalized plan, and I kind of ask questions with you, and the answers to your questions are how we set up that personalized goal or that personalized plan for you to be able to run your business successfully. So it's not something that I set up with you. It's nothing scary. The coaching calls are just kind of a time for you and me to kind of have a discussion and see where you're at and what would work best for you and your family for the business. So keys to having a successful business kind of depends on your style, right? So full-time would be daily tasks. So you're doing something with your business every single day. You would be holding about 2 to 3 parties a month and having roughly about 1 join conversation a week. And you're going to be selling about 500 plus a month. So that's what kind of, if you want to be in a full-time consultant mindset, that's what that's going to kind of look like for you. Part-time is going to be more on like weekly tasks that you can be doing instead versus those daily tasks. You're going to try and do maybe 1 to 2 parties a month. You're going to have 1 to 2 joint conversations a month. And also what I like with those two, the parties and the joint conversations, kind of going hand in hand, because you should be talking to the hosts, every host, about becoming a consultant, because they just invited you into their home or into their lives or virtually some way, and you were allowed to meet their friends and family. And why not invite them to then sell to their friends and family by utilizing that host exclusive kit? They can utilize their host rewards and bring down the price, or they can do $59 US to get that in addition to their host rewards that they could use. And if you're part-time, you're going to be selling roughly about 200 plus a month every single month consistently. Now, there's also what I like to call as our hobbyists, and I love everybody who's a hobbyist on our team because they're selling either to themselves or to their families or just to their friends, and they're just kind of here or there, and there's nothing wrong with that. I absolutely have become friends with so many of you that are hobbyists and part-timers and full-timers. So it's just kind of a nice mix of people on our group and on our team and everything, and it's just so much fun. But hobby people are going to probably be doing more monthly tasks versus daily and weekly tasks. You'll probably hold about 1 to 4 parties a year, and you'll have also 1 to 2 joint conversations a year. And then you're going to sell 200 in 1 month in a 12-month period. So that's where those hobbyists come into play. So that's kind of a nice breakdown. So for those of you who are brand new to Scentsy or aren't really sure how much time that you can dedicate to your business, this is a kind of a breakdown of what it would be like for full-time, part-time, or just hobby. And there's nothing wrong with either one of these. And the other thing that's also great with each one of these types of styles for working your business is you can fluctuate it throughout the year on how it is you want to do. You know, like during this time of year, maybe just be more of a part-time. You're doing 200 a month here, you know, and then in the summer, because we all like to kind of take some time off and enjoy the sun and be outside a little bit more, maybe you're a hobbyist for June, July, and August when it's summertime. Up here in the US, Australia, obviously your summertime would be more, and it'd be a different time. So actually summertime for Australia, it would be your winter time basically. So that June, July, August time period. And then more of us, you can work full time during September through December because it's the holidays and it's our busiest time of the year. So your business can fluctuate throughout the year. It can fluctuate depending on your circumstances. There's no wrong way in working your business. And so that's just, keep that in mind, because when you talk as a leader, when you talk with your new recruits, you want to know what it is that they're hoping to accomplish out of their business. And then you can have conversations like that. I just had a new team member join and she's looking at being more of a hobbyist. Okay, well, that lets me know how I can help them on that hobby time frame. So I make note of that. And then there's part-timers, so I make note of that too. And so that's something for you guys who are just now starting to grow a team or who have a team. Make note of who your full-timers, your part-timers, and your hobbyists are, so you know what to expect. And then they also know what to expect from you, because you can then lay down some boundaries on what it is that you're going to be doing with them, to check in with them on what type of regular basis that it would look like. So those are some of those touch points that I wanted to do for you guys. Just keep in mind as well that I'm always here no matter what, because I am more in a full-time mindset. So if you as a leader don't have time necessarily, or something's happened and you can't lead or guide your team, that's okay. Don't worry about it. You can still check in with me and I can help you in the meantime. But you still should be checking in with them regularly, at least once a month or once a quarter. And those of you who are new, don't get overwhelmed by any of that talk. You just want to work what works best for you and your family. But if you're continually like being a rock star and selling 2,000 a month, you might want to consider offering the opportunity to people and kind of branch out that way. If you're brand new or you haven't promoted to certified consultant yet, I highly suggest you set that as your first goal: promote to certified consultant. Get that 1,000 PRV in. And if you need help knowing where you're at, let me know. I can pull the reports up in my workstation and tell you where you're at. I also like to let people know how close they are. So if you're about, usually I touch base with people when they're about 800 to just under 1,000 PRV away. I kind of touch base and let them know, hey, you're really close to hitting certified consultant. Why don't you go for it and see what you can do? Now, Scentsy is doing a booking blitz this month. And I wanted to touch base on that because I think this is a great time of the year to do a booking blitz and talk to you guys about what it is, so that we can all kind of get our calendars out, get it booked, and go from there. So I'm going to kind of walk you step by step. What I want to show you real fast. Hold on, I have to grab my planner here real fast. So the first thing that you're going to want to do if you want to participate in the company-wide booking blitz, you can. If you just want to do a booking blitz on your own, you can do that anytime. The company-wide one is on March 9th from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific time. So Australia, that'll be more on March 10th for you guys, but you can also do it just on March 9th and during those hours, whatever day works for you guys. I'll probably even put a link up on our group pages to see who's booked a party that day, and we can celebrate and cheer one another on. But the very, very first thing you want to do, you're going to want to grab your planner or your calendar, and you're going to open it up to whatever month it is that you want to book a party for. So my March is kind of full, so I'd probably want to open my calendar up to April. And this is the planner that's in the consultant store. And I really like it because it's got lots of information. But what I do on my planner is I go in there and I will take a highlighter. Okay. And I'll go through my calendar and I'll sync up my Scentsy party calendar with my family calendar. And then I will highlight whatever day I can do a party. And then I at least know that I need to focus on these specific days to try and get party booked. Now, it's up to you if you are comfortable going and doing home parties. You can go and do home parties if you're not quite comfortable. You can do your catalog party still or your virtual parties, or even consider a stop and shop, book yourself a stop and shop at your house. And I would consider that a party. Or look at fundraisers, see what teams or groups might be needing to raise some extra funds this year and start writing down some of those ideas. So then once you've got the highlighted days on your planner done, you're going to want to then take another piece of paper. So grab your notebook then. Okay, here's my notebook. And then I'm going to go through and write down people who I think I would like to ask to host a party, see if they would be interested in earning some products for free. So for brand new consultants, maybe write down 10 names of people that you would like to talk with to see if they'd be interested in hosting a party. And I'll kind of talk you guys through what that conversation would look like as well here in a minute. The other thing for those of us who've been around a little bit longer, go through your contacts and see who's hosted parties in the past, see if they would like to host a party again, or see who are regular buyers and see if they would like to earn some of their usual products for free or half off. If you have people who are Scentsy Club subscribers, see if they would like to host a party and earn some other items for free and half off, or make it a Scentsy Club party with them and have them invite people to the virtual event. And all you do is talk about being what Scentsy Club is. And this idea literally just popped in my head right now when I was talking to you guys. Call it a Scentsy Club party. Contact your Scentsy Club subscribers. Ask them if they would be interested in doing a Scentsy Club party online, and it'll be one designated day. It'll only be about a 20-minute party, right? Everybody goes on to the party and they invite people to it. You talk about what Scentsy Club is, show what Scentsy Club is. They share why they love having their Scentsy Club, and the link that you're going to share in there would be their personal Scentsy Club shopping link. So, maybe that's an idea. Then you can grow your Scentsy Club that way. Kim last month during our Team Connect, had talked about sharing how people can get the air purifier at a really amazing reduced price when they host a $500 party, and using their host rewards to get it for half off, and then flipping the party to them so that they can become a consultant, and then they would earn a paycheck. And we broke it down roughly. They could possibly get their air purifier for $25 out of pocket. That's after they earned their paycheck for having that party being flipped to them. So those are just some fun, simple ways to talk to people about doing a party. If you're brand new or you're really trying to get your business up, just be honest, be authentic, right? That's one of Scentsy's core values, is being authentic. And just say, hey, I'm trying to get I'm a Scentsy consultant and I really want to get my business up and running, and I'm looking for people to help me be able to share the products. And I was wondering if you would be interested in hosting I like to call them get-togethers. If you'd like to host a get-together, we can do an in-person one or a virtual one if you're not comfortable with that. Or I even have catalog parties that I can hand out, and you can share it that way with your friends and family. Would you be interested in one of those versions? Either type of party you would earn free and half price Scentsy products of your choice once it hits 200 in sales. So simple way to ask people. When I first became a consultant, there was no social media, so we couldn't post about it. We had to do calls, we had to send emails, we would verbally go and talk to our friends in person and ask them if they would want to do something like this. So there's lots of ways, and all of those different types of ways is how you would do a booking blitz. So the day of the booking blitz, you would have your calendar with you, you would have your list of people to contact, and then as you're reaching out and contacting them, right next to their name. Let's say it's Jane Smith, right? I contacted Jane Smith and I texted her and I emailed her and I'm waiting to hear back from, and then you could say party yes, party no. Or I called her on her phone and asked her on the spot, would you like to do it? So, write down how you contacted them and if they were a yes or a no. And if you're kind of, oh my gosh, I could never do that, I'm totally scared, what if they say no? Here's the thing about somebody saying no. No with direct sales doesn't mean no never, it means no not right now. So you could then follow up if they're like, no, I just don't have time for that. You could say, oh, I totally understand, calendars are kind of getting busy. Would a personal shopping link be more of a style for you to do? And what you do with that is you set up a party, you send them the shopping link, and then they shop it. Whenever they want to make a purchase, it's open for 90 days, and they can share it with their friends and family in a text message or an email or on their social media profile pages, and people would shop it that way. So that's an option to get something booked that way. Or you can, if they say no, say, oh, okay, yeah, I totally understand, not a problem. Could I maybe contact you maybe in June or July when the summer months are here and things aren't quite as busy with school being in session, and then make note of that on your piece of paper. You're generating leads for people who are going to be interested, maybe not now, but maybe in the future. And you can even generate leads for the holiday season. There's no wrong time to make these lead sheets. So with the booking blitz, you're going to go for no is what I tell everybody to do, is go for no and see how many times you can hear the word no. And you'll be surprised at how many times you'll actually hear the word yes as well. See just also how many parties you can book and think outside the box on getting those parties booked. But don't get overwhelmed. Don't be afraid. If you have to, just say, I'm on Booking Blitz Day, I'm just going to step outside my comfort zone. I'm only comfortable in contacting one person. So I'm going to contact this one person and see if they would like to host a party. And then you can kind of go from there with it. And once you get over that fear, maybe the next day contact another person. I am a big fan on the baby stepping it. Baby step your way through your business, baby step your way through whatever fears it is that you have, and slowly step outside your comfort zone so that your business will start to grow and you'll become comfortable with it. And you guys will see that you're going to be successful with it. So what I recommend, since this was all about new team member focus and promoting to certified consultants, I encourage everybody to participate on March 9th with that booking blitz. I encourage you guys to go for the no and see how many parties you can book. But going for the no is gonna, okay, well, that person said no, who else might I be able to contact? And no big deal if they say no. But the biggest thing that I encourage many of you, if you're not already a certified consultant, promote to certified consultant. Go for that pay raise. There's nothing, you'd just be so satisfied. Instead of earning 20% commission, earn 25% commission on your sales. That's kind of all I have for today. Did you guys have any questions about what it looks like to promote to certified, how a booking blitz goes, things that you can do? I'm going to quickly pull up our team page and see if anybody had questions on the video as well too. Give me just a second. don't see any questions on there either. I do want to leave you guys with one fun little saying from Orville Thompson, one of the CEOs. Actually, it's two little sayings that kind of stood out to me. So great sales and growing teams happen when more people desire to belong to the Scentsy family because they want to contribute more than they take. They live to warm, enliven, and inspire. They learn to embody simplicity, authenticity, and generosity. Family-like relationships are what we value most and most want to protect and nurture. And then his other quote is, earning money should be the natural consequence of bringing value to the world. Bringing value to the world by helping people create a better world by becoming and helping others become better versions of themselves is what Scentsy is all about. And really, those two quotes kind of stood out to me because that's what it's about when you're focusing on those new team members. You're creating that family kind of atmosphere and helping them to promote to certified consultant. They're seeing the value in their business and in themselves, and that it's not really hard to be successful in this business. Just hit that first goal and promote to certified consultant. All right, you guys, have an amazing weekend. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help you guys. I would like to also figure out maybe what we want our April focus to be. So if you have suggestions on what that might be, please let me know. And we can get that scheduled and figured out as well. Our Team Connect for March will be on March 19th at 3 p.m. Pacific time, same time as our team meetings at the first of the month as well too. So I'll get that information out to you guys then as well. If nobody has any questions, I will let you guys go for today. Have an amazing weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye.